Well, here we are. Sam Smiles here. Just escaped the quarantine house. Running out. Ready for the coronavirus crisis. Everybody seems to be... Oh boy. No. Everybody seems to be freaking out. So I'm ready, people. I'm ready. I'm ready here for this big, huge coronavirus crisis. I got my mask here. Oh, by the way, this is not a good road. My mask, thanks to my hubby, you know, you go through things in life that are, this kind of reminds me of how, oh boy, I hope this isn't too loud for everybody because I'm going on a gravel road. And there's a lot of water right here. I hope we don't go for a swim here. I'm not really sure where I'm at. I'm trying to get to Walgreens. So yeah, back to this mask. People say you go through difficult times, difficult measures, and they make you stronger. And all the tough times you go through. Talk about tough times. You should see my week. I ended up two days in the hospital with my dad while I was taking care of my mom who had back surgery. Yeah, speaking of like when it rains it pours. But anyways, you go through things to make you stronger, right? You go through things to find the blessings on the other side. And as you're going through things, you look back and you say, wow, there were some pretty cool things. Okay, so here's the story of the mask. Pretty cool mask. If you can see, it's got this awesome vent, which they say is really good for the coronavirus because then I'm venting, I'm able to breathe and I'm getting my own air and I'm not touching it all the time because I can breathe, so I just keep it on my face. And anyways, the story of the mask. So this mask represents a very difficult time in my life. So I think I've shared a little bit about this crazy antibody that I had in my life, kind of the whole start of Sam Smiles, when I had a tough antibody or a tough time and they were trying to figure out what it was. Anyways, they find out what it was. I had this crazy antibody. Well, the one way to get rid of the antibody is this infusion treatment. Rituxan. Rituxan is actually rituximab, it's actually called, but Rituxan is what they call it. It's a sort of like chemo drug, kind of mixed between chemo and immunotherapy. Anyways, it's this long infusion that what it does is it blasts your immune system. So this antibody that's fighting your immune system has nothing to fight anymore, and so therefore it gets blasted too. So it blasts your immune system. So you cannot get germs or you will get very sick, right? So Rituxan is not something I want right now because I need that immune system to fight off this coronavirus crisis that we're having. Coronavirus, yeah. Whew, hope I don't get it. But at least I have an immune system. So anyways, my dear husband went down to the gift shop, Mayo Clinic. I bet you they don't have any more of these left anymore after the whole coronavirus crisis. He goes down and he gets me one of these beautiful masks so I can wear it and I can go out to church and things like that. And so I have this wonderful mask. So I bet you I could get some pretty good money for this mask right now. But I'm going to keep it because if I get the coronavirus, guess what? I'm wearing the mask. And maybe even if I have to go to work, because sad thing today, my college where I work, Trinity Christian College, shut down. Well, sent all the kids home. So sad. Watched videos today. I wasn't around because I had to go to a doctor's appointment, but another blessing, I guess. So sad to watch all these kids crying as they have to leave and they get to do their classes online, but guess what? I still get to be there. I still get to go to work. I still get to go into that office, so I might just be wearing my mask. Shut myself in my office, put on my mask, and I'm going to be safe. So, thank goodness for the mask. A blessing. So, in the midst of this crisis, look for your blessings. That's what Sam Smiles is all about. Let's be encouraged. We can do it. Oh yeah. And while we're here, I escaped my quarantine, but I definitely am prepared. I'm prepared for this coronavirus crisis. I got my toilet paper. Although, I better look around me because somebody might try to jump in my car and steal this toilet paper because this is pretty wanted right now. There are a lot of places around of toilet paper, but I got plenty in my house. So if anyone wants to come to my house, if you need to go to the bathroom, I got toilet paper. Also, got my Diet Coke. Well, actually, this is Pepsi Zero. My hubby, love him to death. He turned me on to Pepsi Zero. It's a little sweeter. It's kind of good. Still got the caffeine. And kids, if you're looking for it, Mama's got the Jelly Bellies. I don't know if there's any cinnamons left ones, but cinnamon's ones are the best. Speaking of cinnamon, so kids, don't come after me. I got my Jelly Bells. Speaking of cinnamon, anybody who knows me know I can't live without my cinnamon. There are so many health benefits to cinnamon, but you have to be very careful because, first of all, you have to have a certain kind of cinnamon. It's the Ceylon, Ceylon cinnamon. That's the one that's not going to make you have, it doesn't have as many toxic effects, and you can eat a little bit more of it and it tastes a little bit better. So Ceylon cinnamon, make sure you get the Ceylon because otherwise you could hurt yourself. But Ceylon cinnamon, so good for you. Lowers your blood sugar, combats a lot of different things. So down there, I'm not going to lift them up, but I got my mixed nuts. Nuts are always good protein, keep you healthy. Even though I'm going to Walgreens to pick up my cholesterol medicine, but those nuts are supposed to help, but unfortunately my body doesn't like to take on the natural stuff. My cholesterol just decides to go skyrocketing. It doesn't really have a reason. So I've got that. Last but not least, I've got my coffee mug. Because if you know me, Sam does not have a day without her coffee. Sometimes I even have tea in this coffee cup. So I'm gonna have to find a Dunkin' Donuts or a Starbucks or something to put something in my coffee mug. Or I suppose I can go home, but I don't really want to go home because I'm gonna have to be home a lot from what I hear. Once we get quarantined, I think we're gonna have to stay home. So I better go make sure I have enough coffee in my house. So anyways, got the coffee mug. I'm ready to go. Make a stop. Put my mask on when I stop through the Dunkin' Donuts because you never know out there who might be spreading the coronavirus. COVID-19. Why do they call it COVID-19? I guess I should read a little bit more on that. So what I have learned from the COVID-19 scare, coronavirus crisis, I have learned the proper way to wash my hands. Folks, the entire alphabet, okay? I'm not really sure, and maybe you can kind of like help me out here. I'm not sure if you're supposed to put the water on first and then the soap, or the soap and then the water, or turn the faucet on. Anyways, I just know the entire alphabet, 23 letters in the alphabet, I think. 23 letters in the alphabet, and you have to do it slow enough. Okay, not like this, because my mom's like, this is how I do. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L. Okay, no. 23 letters, 23 seconds. Okay? It's supposed to be 20 seconds, but 23 letters in the alphabet. That way, if you say just a little too fast, you'll get your 20 seconds. Okay, so that's first thing I learned about this coronavirus thing is proper way to wash your hands. Second thing I learned about it is toilet paper. Toilet paper is going to help all of us get through this crisis. Okay? This is a respiratory virus. So the toilet paper is going to help us. It's going to help us because we're going to have to go to the bathroom a lot. Or we're going to be stuck in our homes a lot. And so if we run out of toilet paper, then that would be bad, right? So I guess toilet paper. We definitely need our toilet paper. That's the second thing I learned. Third thing, and probably the most important thing of this whole coronavirus thing, is that when you cough, you need to put your arm, not your hand, your arm in front of your mouth, okay? Because, oh wait, you know what? Fact check that. Because this isn't spread by, that's the flu. That's spread by, this one is spread by if you touch stuff. So, don't pick your nose. Because it can spread through your nose. So, I just read an article on that, and it said that everybody picks their nose. I can't even remember. It was like a lot of times an hour. That maybe it's low battery. We don't need low battery. Come on, baby. Okay, so it's not even just picking your nose, it's just touching your nose. So the other day I was sitting by my desk at work. Now, mind you, they taught us how to properly clean your desk area with the Lysol wipes, which you can't get anymore, so hopefully you have enough in your house. With the Lysol wipes, you clean your desk space. But then I actually cleaned my desk space, and then I counted how many times. Like, I didn't actually come up with a number, but I couldn't believe how many times did I do this. Okay, touching my face, right? Okay, or I do like, man, I got something in my tooth. Oh my gosh, touching again. Or gosh, I got itch in my ear. Another orifice, isn't that what they call this? Hole in your body is your ear. Okay, so now I'm touching my ear. Oh my gosh, how many times did I just now put that coronavirus from my keyboard that might have missed a spot into my face? So don't touch your face. That's going to be good practice for all of us, right? Because any kind of germs, I mean, stomach flu. Gosh, if I ever get the stomach flu, you don't want to be around me because I do not throw up quietly. Stomach flu sucks. Okay, so what do you think, people? Are we going to survive this coronavirus thing? We can all be extremely afraid, or we can trust that, hey, you know what, through this all, I'm encouraged because I have a God who will take care of us, and I trust him. A whole new reason for trusting God, right? So if you have somebody who's getting it, this really isn't to be taken lightly. Or if you know somebody who is immunocompromised, keep them home. Take care of them, right? I've been taking care of my dad the last couple days. He's been in the hospital, scared the crap out of us, calls us, taking care of my mother the other day, and he calls us, he says, I don't feel good. I meet him at the immediate care, and the doctor says, I'd go to the emergency room. I go to the emergency room, wait 5 hours in the emergency room for them to say, you know what, we really think you should have a heart workup. You're going to need to spend the night. So we get him all situated. He goes and spends the night, and I go home that night, go back to him the next day, and turns out my dad's heart is healthy. Turns out my dad has a really bad sinus infection, and his head was closing in, and realized that, you know what, Dad's got a lot of stress, a lot of stuff on his plate, and so I got to spend a couple days with my dad. What a blessing. Here we go, blessing through the storms, and it just brought me back to all the things that my dad taught me, and how to work hard, and how to take care of other people, and how to encourage people, and how that in turn is the best thing that you can do, and that can make you the strongest person. So I am the strong person because of my dad and my mom, you know, not because they're strong, but because they taught me that I can do anything, but that by honesty and integrity, that God blesses you through that. And I have so many stinking blessings. Coronavirus or not, you know what? There's blessings. So if you get the coronavirus, hang on. Stay home with your toilet paper. Don't spread it. But think about how you're blessed. How through this crisis we can be encouraged and we can be blessed. Yeah, right? You want to make a joke about the coronavirus crisis, but there's a lot of things that are sad during it. Sending all those kids home from Trinity, especially the seniors, who they don't even know if they're going to have a graduation. Just the tears. Oh, breaks my heart. See, I'm going to cry now. Just the tears on those kids, and there's so much sad in it. But guess what? They get to go home. They get to start their life in a different way. They get to start their careers in a different way. And you know what? Somebody said today that their kid was going to spring break in Florida, and that they have a grandma and grandpa in Florida, and they were just going to do their online classes from Florida. What a blessing. What a blessing. If you have to be quarantined, why not be quarantined in a nice warm place? Wish I could do that. So through this crisis, we're going to hang on. We're going to keep our things that we need, like our cinnamon and our Jelly Bellies and our toilet paper, of course, and our masks if you have them. And we are going to look for the blessings. We're going to look for ways to encourage each other through the internet. I mean, it was pretty cool because the head of student life sent out an email, and she's like, you know what? We're going to figure out a way that we can socially stay connected. So they're going to do parties and stuff, and we're going to get creative, and they're going to do parties over the internet and online. And I mean, we're blessed. We're in a world where we can be online. A virus comes like this, and we don't have to shut down the world because our whole world is online, internet. We have so many opportunities to view things through the internet. I mean, what a blessing. We could totally be 20 years ago, we didn't have any of these opportunities. We couldn't do online world, but guess what? We can. So look at where we've come. Do we need this scare and this online crisis and the scare? Yeah, there's so many things about it that suck. But there's so many reasons to smile. So, Sam's gonna almost take a nice little ride. Almost made it to the Walgreens to get my cholesterol medicine. So Sam's gonna go now, and Sam's gonna wish you all a happy Thursday night. And I'm going to say, you know what? Peace out. I'm going to come back tomorrow, and I'm going to let you know how I fared through this evening news of the crisis. And I'm just going to be encouraged. Be blessed. Blessings through the crisis. So, and oh, by the way, one fun thing, because it is Throwback Thursday, Funny Thursday. Well, I guess it's tomorrow, so stay tuned. I'm going to come up with a funny thing tomorrow. So stay tuned tomorrow for the night. Peace out. Go weather the storm and hang tight. Be encouraged. Peace out.